Yo, what they do? It's your boy Purple Lips back with another controversial topic. Yeah, Anton Davis say they need to remove child support, and a woman on his panel, she could not take it well, and I thought it was very interesting because another woman had to step in and prove his point. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was a good thing to see, and I thought it was very important for us to see because sometimes I feel like women don't hear things from a man's perspective unless a woman says it, and that's pretty sad, y'all. For me, at least. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe on this video so I can get pushed into the algorithm. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Find out what Antoine Davis saying about the Bobby line system. And we're gonna go ahead and get right into it.
Oh, so the plight of
Because you try to
African
tell your opinions
Americans.
as facts.
No.
And they're
The
not.
history and the plight of African Americans, that matters when we're talking about what's going on with black people in 2025.
We're not talking about them no
But the
more.
inception of where red
Let's
pill
talk about
comes
people you
from,
don't like.
the inception of where red pill comes from, that doesn't matter. So history only matters when it's applicable to your point. It doesn't matter when it's applicable to everybody else. Actually,
Because
where
red
it comes
pill,
from,
red.
where
Go
it
ahead,
comes
son.
here, I'll educate you a little bit so that you can get some insight. You and Jess. Where it comes from is the movie The Matrix. And what happens in The Matrix is they offer him the blue pill so that he can go in the la la land.
Hey, just look at the two difference of the body language. He said that I want to go ahead and educate Jess and Jazz. So that's this girl right here at the top, and this girl Jazz at the bottom. Look at their body language when he said he want to inform them on something. One is listening, one is not. One tuned in, one said, "Man, forget what you gotta say." Y'all let me know what y'all think. Which one chose? Man, forget what y'all gotta say. And which one chose? Let me be informed.
Inside you and Jess. Where it comes from is the movie The Matrix. And what happens in The Matrix is they offer him the blue pill so that he can go in the la la land and still pretend like everything is normal and they're basically being programmed to think a certain type of way. Or you can take a red pill and see the ugly truth of what the world really is. For example, men don't get love. There is no safety nets for us. If we fail, then we just fail. If we don't pay our child support, we go to jail. If we get homeless, then nobody gives a fuck about us. There is no safety net for men. There is nothing that is coming to save us. So what red pill, for example, says is, listen, you got to make sure that you take care of yourself, focus on yourself, focus on getting to the money, focus on being successful. Everything else comes with it. The women comes with it. This comes with it. This comes with it. And then you have the option to choose, and you increase your options, or you can decide that you don't want to participate in the first place. Whatever you.
I agree. I did not know that the red pill meant that. I didn't even know that it came from that movie, The Matrix. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? But that's dope to hear. The red pill is basically a dosage of reality, and the blue pill is basically a dosage of false reality. Coddling on the blue end and straightforward truth on the red end. I respect that.
You decide to do is up to you, but all red pill is, and y'all got to stop boxing everybody else into the same box. All red pill is telling you the truth of what's going on in the world. That's it. Nothing more. If somebody decides that he want to call a chick a bitch, then that's him. That don't have nothing to do with red pill. If a dude decide that he want to go and get married and give all of his money to his woman, that's him, as long as he knew the truth before he does it. All red pill is showing you what the truth is before you jump into it and put yourself in a situation, and then you can't say that I didn't know better before I did it. That's all it is.
I agree. My personal experience from red pill content, I feel like red pill content is just bringing awareness to men. Just like I would like men to make better decisions because when you choose a partner in this world, you got to go ahead and make sure that this person is gonna follow the same values as you do. And if you guys share the same value, then you will go ahead and have more than likely the type of life that you want to live, because if not, the system will eat you up and spit you out. I promise you, man, the system is not built for you. I personally have an experience with this. I probably share it with you. I don't know, depending on how this video make me feel. But yeah, I have a personal experience. No matter how hard you try for your kids, the system is against you, bro.
If that's the case, Anton, how you explained it, would you consider? Because you saying that, I wouldn't consider F and F. I mean, fit and fresh that then. How you explained it, I wouldn't see them falling under that category. Because you kind of gave a positive. You gave a positive outlook of what red pill is, and they're definitely
positive.
Yeah, but what fresh and fit, they're not. I feel like they're a fake.
Again,
Hey man, that's like false reality. A lot of women like to gather that false reality that Fresh and Fit was a bad podcast for women or anything like that. You think they're trying to bash women, and it's not about that. It's really just trying to give men the upper hand against the system, man. Because it's not that you guys, and you shouldn't feel bad that we trying to like defeat the system or at least gather the upper hand. And when I say we, I'm talking about men. When I talk about men, I'm talking about men who wants to do better for not only their kids but for humanity, And if you like, those type of men should not be rejected in this system that we live in, and that's what he's trying to bring awareness to, I think.
Individual actors and how they use the information has nothing to do with whether or not the information is relevant. You can take anything that's good and make it bad. You can take anything that's bad and make it good. Like, you can take something, you can listen, the internet itself was not meant for what we using it for today. Some people take it and they do unscrupulous things and they do some really bad things on it. Other people take it and they use it for something that's good, or they use it to communicate or do more work more efficiently. You can take the tool and make it to be what you want it to be, but the fact of the matter is, it's just showing you the tool. It's just showing you the truth. That's it. Now y'all want to take different people and try to label it because y'all mad at the fact that guys ain't operating the way that y'all want them to operate anymore. That's on you. I'm gonna say the same thing that the women say. Who hurt you?
Yeah, I hear a lot of the red pill talking points, it just doesn't seem like it's advocating for men and women to come together in a positive way. It's always about keeping women under your thumb and looking at a woman instead of like a companion or somebody that can actually add value to your life as like somebody to use, and they're an enemy towards you.
Because the fact of the matter is there's a lot of women that don't add value to your life. They look
okay, but there's also a lot of women that do.
Come on, man. We talking about majority of situations, Jazz. No disrespect, but women like Jazz, we just trying to bring light to the men so that they can have they don't get the disadvantage, man. The system is already built against us. Y'all already going against us. Come on, man. Like, if we have more women that come with us together, we can at least fight back the system. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's more so what I'm trying to preach. I think that if we understand each other better instead of being like Jazz, man. Jazz seems like she just like doesn't think men are good, and I think that we actually designed everything to make things better for women. Because you guys have, when I say you guys, women have no idea what society, how comforting society has made things. Because in reality, on how the world really works, you guys don't even want to know how life will be if these structures was not built for you guys in comfort.
So my thing is, if we know that there are a lot of women that aren't like that, why is the obsession with talking about the women that are toxic and are negative?
Because in our culture today, there's more negative than positive as far as different women as
no, that's not true. That's not true.
Absolutely
that's
true.
What that's what then that's what these men are. Then that's what these men are to live.
Check this out.
Whoops. Man, them commercials, man, they be trying to get me, bro.
Choosing men. Then they need men are. Then that's what these men are deliberately choosing men. Then they need to choose better. Then they need to choose better. Then they need to choose better. Because if we know
for the majority, you do not solve for the minority.
No, but the thing is, you can play all these semantic
that are good women,
want.
and then you have the majority of the women over here that got the same fucking starter kit. They look the same, they talk the same, the majority of them think the same, they operate the same, and they doing the same thing against guys, and they getting the same results, then you got to look at the majority and say, you know what? That doesn't make sense.
That's not the majority though, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it becomes the majority because everybody is hyper fixated on the negative aspects of women and men.
Does anybody else feel like she said everybody else is hyper fixated on the negativity? Ain't gonna lie, I see like a good 9 people on this panel, and is anybody else negative like her towards this discussion? Yo, just comment down below and let me know if you feel like this woman Jazz does not feel good about herself, or she doesn't feel good about men. Let me know.
And dating in general,
But you have to fixate it on the red pill.
I don't have these weird ass problems with men, right? The women in my life, we don't have these weird ass problems.
I don't have problems either, but it doesn't mean that I shouldn't.
I'm not around men. I'm not around grown single men that are established that have this nasty viewpoint towards women. They don't fear dating. They don't fear dating.
Made up in your mind, so it don't matter.
I just think it's funny how she just said that she's proven a point for the majority, right? And then when it came down to it, she just said, people in my circle and I don't have these kind of problems. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's like what you call narcissism. And I'm not trying to blame anything with Jazz. I hope the best for her. Or she gained a different perspective after watching this video. I'm not bashing her, not bashing women, nothing like that. It's just bringing logic to the table. I feel my personal logic. You know what I mean? You got to go ahead and just open your mind up to what he's saying. All he's basically saying is, hey, the system is not built for men. You know what I'm saying? And we're not blaming women. We're just saying the system is not built for men. So if women come on aboard and y'all realize that the system is just only benefiting y'all but not benefiting humanity, then you guys will understand that me and you, men and women, will come together and we'll fight back against the system, because it's not better for humanity, it's better for their system. You get what I'm saying?
They don't fear dating.
Comment down below if you feel that. You know what I'm talking about?
Dating because somebody gonna use them. They're living their life and they're intentional with how they move, and they're also very selective on who they date. I think a lot of times these men, right, who are obsessed with the red pill and kind of misconstrue the message, because I'm not saying there isn't a positive thing to take from it, but I think they use it as a way to, like, instead of finding a good woman that complements them, they want someone to dominate over because they've been played before.
Or
so like,
they just realize that they don't need women at all, and women are a help. See, that's the thing. We're getting back, and y'all mad because guys finally got a microphone.
Nobody is mad at y'all. I'm more so mad because y'all fixated on negative things, and you wonder why you don't have positive results.
I, like you, for example, I don't.
She said, you know, guys, like, put the perspective on mostly negative things, and they expect positive results. Do you not hear her mentality? Who else agrees with me? I'm not even trying to bash her, man. I promise you, I'm not in the game for bashing. I'm in the game for conclusions, making solutions. That's what I'm in the game for, and to better the next generation. It doesn't matter what happened to my generation, what happened to me, or anything like that, or my personal situations. It has nothing to do with that. It's about bettering humanity and the next generation, so that they have better men and women to choose from. At the end of the day, y'all feel like this woman is actually constructive for humanity? Her mindset.
I'm more so mad because y'all fixated on negative things,
and this is nothing against her. I'm so sorry, because I don't mean to make things personal, but she's insufferable. People like this is insufferable.
You wonder why you don't have positive results.
I, like you, for example, I don't have problems in my life, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to advocate for updating family court laws, because I think that when you're in a position of power, you should use your platform for things that actually is transformational, and not wait until you're under duress to have a conversation about it, because at that point, nobody cares.
Anton, what needs to be updated?
Who created these laws that you want women to advocate to change?
What you mean? It was necessary. I think that the laws were
That's
good.
not what I asked you. I asked you who created the laws that you want women to now advocate to
legislators.
change?
They did it for the protection
and
of
legislators. Who were these legislators?
Hey, clearly she's trying to like blame men, and like I said, I ain't gonna lie. When I look at the rest of these people besides her in this conversation, I see people trying to come to an understanding. Now she's looking for someone to blame. Now I see all these people right here for a conversation. Her, she's looking for somebody to blame, and it's men.
I don't know them by name. If that's what
you don't know them by name, were they majority women? Were there majority women?
No, it were men.
They were men. Okay. So if they were men, right? Why is it up for us as women to advocate for these changes? If men are upset about the laws that they created, shouldn't they be the ones advocating to change it?
I can answer that question for you. And I'm going to make it very simple.
You don't even understand that they made this system to help you. You don't understand that how cruel this world would be if men did not make these rules to actually comfort you guys, like to comfort women. Like we want to make the world safe for women and from predatory men. And I hope I said that in the most YouTube way. But like we want to keep things comfortable for good women, but uncomfortable for men who are destructive. And I'm all for that, but it doesn't have to align with the way that Jazz thinks. I'm not gonna lie. Who else agrees that she's for the betterment of women and she likes dealing with? It's not even about men or women, bro. It's just about who's better for humanity, bro. Do y'all feel like Antoine's logic is better for humanity or Jazz? Like, do y'all feel like Jazz, is she bringing awareness? Is she actually bringing up valid points? Or is she just toxic? Me personally, she's toxic.
Because at the time that they were created, you didn't even have the ability to vote.
Okay, so now that we do now,
wait. We
going upside our head.
We created it to protect you. We were
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now that we've gotten past that.
Wait, because I know that you want to do this. But now, when y'all have the choice to do what you want, you know what you do? You advocated for feminism. You advocated against family court. Advocated against keeping the family together. We attached ourselves to Section 8. We attached ourselves to the federal government, and then
you've been fooled, bro. You've been fooled. Like women have been fooled, and I think that you women need a reality check. I hope that you guys come with a reality check. Like, come on, man. At the end of the day, we care about bettering humanity. We don't have to care about like the government benefits. Like they're gonna benefit from us regardless because they don't have no regard of our feelings. We care about our feelings and we want to better humanity. I'm talking about everybody, men and women. So come on, bro. Let's work together. I know most men want to. I'm not saying most women don't, but women like this, Jazz, Noel. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Jazz Noel in this conversation. Do y'all feel like she was actually bringing up logical points? Or do y'all feel like she was actually bringing devil advocate conversation, just like another perspective of a way of thinking? Or do y'all think she was just negative? Me personally, I'm taking number 3. She's negative, man. And I dealing with conversations like this with her, people like her, we won't come up with solutions. I want solutions at the end of the day.
Incentivize us to break up our family. When y'all had the option to choose for yourselves, and it's not every woman, but a lot of women, this is exactly what happened. And then they hijacked it.
And is that what's still happening?
White women incentivized y'all. White women incentivized y'all. Hijacked the civil rights movement, replaced it with the feminism movement. That was just then hijacked and replaced by the LGBTQ plus community in addition to DEI. And so what happened was y'all realized that it didn't benefit y'all, but at the same time, you still advocated against it because by the time that you aged out, nobody gave a fuck about y'all opinion no more. So when we created something, when you didn't have the ability to do it for yourself, that was good for you to protect you because you didn't have the ability to work for yourself and make the same type of money as us. Now, now that you're equal, now that your vote means the same, now that your vote means the same.
She said, "Do you want me to thank you?" So now, first you was complaining about it, and now he's going ahead and giving you the alternative, the other perspective. He's giving you the other perspective on why we did this, why the decisions was made to make this like women life a little bit easier, so that it wouldn't be so cruel against. No, it needs to be more cruel against men who are not worthy, and that's why, yo, you guys were benefiting from this. You guys could not even imagine the world that you would live in if we did not make these rules. It's a little bit animalistic, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit animalistic because in true nature of reality of the world of living without these constructs of that we have made, the rules that have been made, the world would be really, really cruel.
Is ours.
Curious.
Now that
I want to know how many I want to know how many women will know that it actually is a cruel world if we did not create these rules to benefit you.
You want me to thank men for finally treating women like human beings?
Now that you guys
deserve an award for that?
Stop. Because you're the main one that tell people don't overtalk you. Don't interrupt you when you're talking. And this is exactly what happens.
Start making some sense. Start making some sense. Because my patience is running thin.
Now that you have the ability to work and do what you want to do and vote how you want to vote and choose where you want to live, and you don't have to subject yourself to a man, and you pick how you want to pick, and you have free autonomy with your body, your choice. You control the access to be able to birth a child. You do whatever the fuck you want. Now we're saying, okay, well, since we're going to make it equal, let's make it equal across the board. You should not by default get the kid if you're not the best parent. You should not by default automatically be put on child support. And there's a lot of things that need to be updated that was created at the time when y'all didn't have the option to choose for yourself.
Anton, I want to sound the alarm.
That's when y'all didn't have the option to choose for yourself.
Anton, what things need to be updated?
That's all we're saying.
Finish. No, Anton, what things need to be updated? What laws need to be updated?
I think that we need to absolutely remove child support if somebody chooses to leave the house.
I agree. So that means that more men will not leave their seeds after they put one in a woman then.
I think that we should absolutely about.
Oh my gosh. Yo, who else? Yo, leave a comment down below if y'all feel like this woman is she having a genuine conversation, or she just really insufferable, or is she planned to be that way? Y'all feel like she's planned to be like the devil advocate, or she's just like her mentality is this way, or do y'all feel like she actually is the type that is I guess it's for the panel, bro. I don't think this logic right here is it's so toxic, man. Who else is getting toxicity from this vibe that she's giving, yo?
Because they had to put child support in place in the first place because men were just dropping their seeds and just leaving them.
He didn't even ask you the question. He asked me the question.
I'm just saying I agree. So then maybe men, if we eradicate child support, maybe men will be smarter.
I think that we absolutely should. I think that we should do testing at birth. You should
agree.
Should absolutely be able to test at birth. Did you know that a woman can put depending on what state that you in, for example, Trey, that a woman can attach a man's name to a birth certificate and force him to pay child support for a child that may not even be his. And even if he proved that it's his, after she put his name on the birth certificate, he could still be held liable for that. And it has been guys that has been sent to jail as a result of it because the state cares more about the payment that comes through because it's basically an institution. That's real systematic. It's an institution that's created to continue to keep these judges and keep the system in place and keep the lawyers employed instead of actually doing the thing that's in the best interest of the child.
Facts. This is an institution. No matter what you have done, bro, this is the institution built against men. I have nothing against I just want men and young men especially to go ahead and not be dating around and dealing with women in an irresponsible way, make sure you find your partner, bro. For real, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Make sure you find your partner because that's more important than just sleeping around, bro, or getting your little splash off. You know what I'm talking about? If you know what I mean. Getting your little splash off is not as important as finding a partner, bro, because this system is gonna like bury you. It, take it from me, I will share a story, but like the system will bury you.
Go to jail every day for children that aren't theirs, that are proven to not be theirs, but it doesn't even matter because it's left up to the discretion of the court. That should be changed 100%.
Anton, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you said something like we should be fighting for the majority and not the minority. Did you say something like that?
I said when we speak on issues, specifically with relationships, we speak on what the majority is doing and not the minority.
Okay. Because I think like and maybe what you're saying, it wasn't applicable to this, is like I think that the things you said are probably true, but I think they happen probably 1% of the time. Like,
it doesn't. It happens.
What? I ain't gonna lie, this stuff is happening every day. Like he comes from a good home, man, and no disrespect to him, most respect to him, but basically off of what he just said, I can tell that he comes from a good home, which I mean, I respect that. I want that for more people. This man Trey come from an innocent place, but at the end of the day, the majority of black people, in my community, nah, they don't come from those type of teachings, bro. The system is built against you.
Happens every day.
like the majority of men that are on child support aren't even paying full child support. 30% of them pay nothing.
Yeah, but if they don't pay, there's a warrant out for their arrest. More importantly,
That's
even
not
if it is, and even if for the ones that don't have a warrant out for their arrest, here's the key: that child support debt never goes away.
Arrears.
Correct.
100%. They get charged interest, they get charged arrears, and if you don't pay it, I know a guy whose children are grown and he still owes back child support.
Well, tell him to take care of his kids.
Why is it so easy? Conversation.
Why is it so easy?
Yo, that is crazy. That's the first thought that comes to her mind. Let me tell you something, bro. Look here. I literally deal with this personally. My kids are born and raised in Florida, and I tried my best to be the father that they needed in their life, even though I was 100% honest with the mother in their life, you know. And I feel like she basically, bro, I broke up with her because it was too much to deal with, and I had enough. And after I had enough, a month and a half later, she moved to another state, Georgia. I did not know the laws were like this, bro. I honestly thought that men did not try hard enough, and that, you know, like maybe the men just did not want to put in that effort or the money to be in their kid's life. But honestly, bro, after dealing with what I deal with, I know it's a systematic thing, bro. I moved from Orlando. I moved from Orlando to Georgia. I moved Orlando to Georgia because I've been inside my kid's life from a woman who wanted me more than I wanted her. Either way, it doesn't even matter about none of that. I work things out to be in my kid's life to make sure they never ever have to deal with a father who wasn't present, and to make sure me personally, I do the duties to fulfill my kid's life with the intangibles to be successful and have the love to love themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I made every sacrifice from that standpoint. But I did make a bad decision with the person. Long story short, when I moved to Georgia, I realized, boom, she moved to Georgia. I had to make a decision whether I was going to live in Georgia or I was going to stay in Florida. And I had to make the decision that I was going to co-parent, do whatever it is for my kids to make sure that they have the proper life that they needed to succeed and feel good about themselves. With that being said, I'm fighting against the Georgia law system right now. And they told me that basically I got put on child support. And I have to be put on child support because I'm not the primary parent. No matter how much I'm trying, I lawyered up. Got a lawyer to make sure that my kids never ever have to deal with this type of situation with not me being present and me investing into them. However, their mom did not want that at all. So with that being said, the Georgia system says, hey, she doesn't have to cooperate with you. She can do whatever she wants. So I say that to say this, bro. Young fellas, bro, you have to make the right decision. The woman that you deal with in your life is in one of the most important decisions you will ever make in your life. So to go ahead and sleep around, I promise you, it's not the solution if you value family. If you value family, the system will break your family. And the government will pay for you will pay, but the government will take care of your kid. And that woman who made irrational decisions, unfortunately, bro, and I'm not coming from a bashing place. I've never wanted to come to the internet and talk about my particular situation because I personally, it's not about me, it's about my kids and bettering this humanity, and the system is not built for that. So men, we're just bringing awareness so that you could go ahead and make the proper decision on values with a woman. Because in America, the system wants your money.
Easy for these men to walk
Trey
away from
asked
their
me a
kids and then they
question.
want to
He
complain
said,
about
"What
child support.
laws
Like,
should
take
be
care of your
updated?"
kids.
And
That's
what
not
should
always the
they-
situation. They not taking care of their kids that they
Right.
paying child support. Because I done watched
Oh, right,
plenty of
Nikki, right,
men.
because it's probably the
I
mom's
have
fault.
watched
It's
plenty of
probably the mom's
men
fault.
take. Well, it's a lot of people's
Hey, here she go. Nikki Green, she need to cook this lady Jazz, man.
fault. I don't understand why you don't know what accountability is and why you so snappy. The problem
I
is,
know what
like I
accountability
said,
is. It
I
just
know
seems like
plenty of
there's
men
never any
that
accountability
pay
for both
child
sides.
support.
Hey, look. Hey, Daniel, Anton Daniels laugh. This girl Angel laugh. And this man Anton, what's his name? Ashton laugh. Why is that? Because they know, man, this lady right here she doesn't want to open her eyes up to reality. She doesn't even want to accept the other side of it, which is so sad to see. I wish that more people, not only women, man, just in general, people will not be. They could open their mind up to a conversation to better, not about how they feel, but to better humanity.
And at the same time, what they do is take care of their kids. I watched my ex-husband. I watched him fight that system. I watched woke women like you going there and try to convince
Why did he have to
people
fight for his kids?
He didn't have to fight for his kids. We was raising the kids and he was still paying child support because that's who he is. What I'm saying is there's different situations and nuances. And for some reason you think
support, but he was
everything.
taking care of them? That's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. That's my point. It's called nuance. It's called a gray area. But you're saying
plenty
see
of
things
advocating
one
to remove
way.
child support.
And all
But we were just
well,
talking about
it
removing
depends.
child
Well,
support.
because child support has been abused. And don't sit here and act like you don't know that. Like I don't know how you just sit there.
I know it can be abused.
Okay, so why won't you acknowledge certain things that you know to be true just so you could be combative?
I'm not. What I'm saying, what I noticed about you, particularly Nikki, you lean very.
You ain't noticed nothing
you're
about
very-
me because
you're
I
very
ain't said nothing.
heel-centered. You don't hold accountability for men at all. I hold accountability.
Y'all think she holds accountability for men, or she's just trying to hold the stance on for women? She look, man. Let me take my standpoint, man. I believe that she thinks that she loves the benefits that she benefit from the system, bro. She doesn't seem like she care about no fucking man and how they feel. I don't have nothing against Shawty, but I do have a lot against how her mentality. It's just like there's a lot of good men out here trying to do the right thing, and there's a lot of good women who are going against them because they want the system to be their fathers and be their kids' fathers. Like I said, I don't want no negativity about the subject, like on a bashing standpoint, but from an awareness standpoint, I feel like us women, y'all can't keep going ahead and blaming the government for breaking up y'all homes and actually using the government to break y'all homes up. It's just gotta end.
For both sides.
You don't know me.
That's the
I've
difference
been
between you and I.
the only difference between you is I've been watching you for over a year, and you've only seen me maybe
what a
once.
fan! A fan.
No, not a fan. The fan is
A
for
big
this
fan.
show. But
Okay,
I actually
yeah.
do. I like the
Boo.
nuances on the show.
Yeah,
And you are
whatever.
a very pretty girl, but your spirit is very ugly. That's
your
the
opinion.
problem with you.
That's your opinion.
It is, because that's what you present. Like, because you know certain things to be true, you are very disingenuous. I know that on both sides is some bull. And I also know that you got, especially with laws going on and all this stuff going on in the judge's office, these women sitting here running everything, they got grudges. Ain't nothing fair. It needs to be rearranged. I'm not saying it should just be removed, but it definitely should be secured for pure deadbeats. Because if we don't have the money to pay something and they got to wait till we get paid, why do we expect them to just pop up with it magically? Why we can't wait till they get paid? You got a lot of women out here, they'll call and say the baby needs some shoes, and if he don't bring it right now, it's a whole issue. But hell, if you didn't have it, he got to wait till you get paid. Ain't nobody coming to collect child support on you. You a deadbeat too, and you sitting right in the house, probably don't even beat her.
Right. Hey, I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I feel like this lady Nikki Green, she proved a good point to this lady Jazz Noel. Like Jazz Noel needed a real reality check. I ain't gonna lie. I don't agree with none of her logics. I don't agree with nothing that she actually talked about. Her talking points. I don't know if she was playing devil advocate or she was actually stating the way that she felt. I don't think that was better for humanity. It was just a lot of coping, and not only coping and comforting, it was just not really willing to accept reality of what the system is built against men. And men, young man, my message to you, young man, you have to make the right decision. With women that you deal with, it doesn't matter if you're just sleeping around. Honestly, it does matter if you're just sleeping around. My message to you, young man, stop sleeping around. Because this is the partner that you'll be dealing with for your lifetime. We already know we take off that Jimmy Dean sausage. We take off that little rubber. And if you do take off that rubber, bro, you are at risk of risking your whole entire life with a woman that probably, depending on how your decision making is, if you're not aligned with this woman, you will go down in the system. The system is not built for the men. So what I will say is, you men, please, take it from my personal experience. Take it from other men's personal experiences. Young men, please, stop it. Date for real. Date with intentions. Date with the values that we all need that fits you. You know what I'm saying? Guidance and strength. God bless. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. One love.